Good morning. It's Monday, May 29th, Memorial Day here in the United States, and I thought I'd give you another little update on the garden. We've had a few days of rain, some pretty hard rain actually, but we're finally getting some sunshine this morning. I have a couple of new pieces that I'm gonna encaustic here from my sort of Baba Yaga Bapsha ancestor healer kind of series, so I've got these ready to put the wax on. I'm working through some troubleshooting with the process, but it's all good. This is my catnip that I've hung, drying. I think I can all bunch it up into one bunch now. I have a bunch of feverfew here that I brought in just to have a bouquet inside. I have not yet made any tincture with it, but there's plenty out there to do so. So I will show you the front yard. I mowed a couple of days ago and did my edging of the beds with the grass clippings, which is what I'm going to be doing to create a more defined edge there, and it seems to be working. Got a birdie's nest again. I don't know, is there anything in there? Oh, looks like maybe there is. I planted some long beans to go up here, and we'll see if I can get them to go. I think I'm only going to have the one bloom from the clematis this year. The Rosa Canina is growing, but still no blooms showing. I had my 2 blooms from the peonies, which is nice. I think I want to do a little trimming of my California mugwort and dry some. The sage is growing. The hops are growing, and in fact I've had some come up from the roots all the way back here, which is kind of cool. Something's chewing it. I'm not sure what. I've got to make some more neem spray to see if that helps. And I also put some of those beans in this pot to grow up on this side. This fig is growing. This raspberry is growing. This blackberry is doing a little bit better than some of the others. These blueberries got quite a few little blueberries on them. I've got to get some. I got to get at some of this English ivy that's encroaching here. I think I need to have a ivy pulling party. There's another rhubarb there. I apologize if my videos are kind of rushed, but I'm always aware of the time it takes to watch them. So I try to, cover everything pretty quickly. I've got some astilbe back there that's blooming. I planted those just from some roots that I got at Costco. And I need to get the tea plant kind of back. It's looking really good. At first when it was putting out growth, I wasn't sure how it was going to be, but now it's looking good. All that, what is that called? Sweet woodruff is spreading, although I haven't seen too many blossoms from it. My columbine, oh, look at that little garden spider there. My columbine I cut back, and I took the seed pods and I was just cutting them up and spreading them everywhere. This is all jewel weed, which I don't know when it's going to bloom. And my elder out front, so I've got elderberries coming there, and still some that are blooming as well. I've got a lot of jewel weed on this side, and here's where I cut the catnip off, and some more rhubarb there, and all of this lunaria that's come up everywhere. the rue, and the regular mugwort. That's the one tomatillo, and another tomatillo, and another one. This is some oats that came up from last year. I didn't get any more oat seed this year, but maybe I'll just let those seeds spread. All of these comfrey are doing well, and I dug up a few of the little starts from there, and I put them over here. They haven't fully taken yet, so they're a little bit wilty in the sunshine, but I put one there, and one there, and another one right there, because this ground is not real good along here. It's really heavy, and I thought planting a row of comfrey along here would be good. And then also this plant, which is the sunflowery kind of plant, there were a number of little starts that came up, and so I put those along here too. Well, that's actually another comfrey there, but I put the other guys along here in a couple different places, right back there, and another one back there, so I could have also the tall plants along here. And check out these are like a deep, deep purple hollyhock, and I gotta put something here to give these a little support in that direction. They're kind of flopping over because they go to the sun. The larkspur is still growing. The bees love the larkspur. These big giant bees love the larkspur. They're always on it. Threw in some more seeds in there on the front. There's another tomatillo in here as well that's actually growing better than some of the other ones because it's got more sun, but it's getting a little bit crowded. Oh, I got it. That's what I have to do. I need to give this guy a little. I've got another cage. It's getting taller, but it needs a little support in the cage, and I need to put down some of this buckwheat that's around there. These are volunteer tomatoes, and the little figs, one there, and this one's coming back very nicely. More hollyhocks and cornflowers in there. Another volunteer. I'll take you back this way. So this is how it's looking from this end. The wormwood, horseradish, and the different cucumbers are coming along. So I've got the cage there for them. I put in some corn seed in between here, but I'm not seeing too much of it come up. It's still more my arugula. Some of it's starting to go to seed. And I used my flat leaf parsley and my mint yesterday in a lentil salad. The radishes are going to blossom, so I'll pick those pods and put them in my salad. And there's a lot of the buckwheat that is going to seed. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do about that. I'm not sure I want that much buckwheat in the yard, so I might, or I want to be able to put it more selectively, so I might pick those. And I've got a couple little squash starting. Haven't seen any blossoms yet on the zucchini. This is yellow. I've been picking little peas from there. And the echinacea is going to start blooming soon. And the bee balm. I've got basil tucked here and there. There's one of my eggplant. This goji looks like it's finally putting out a little bit of growth. And some of the different herbs are coming back there. The agrimony's blooming. Yeah, right there is the yellow agrimony. And these are all the Jerusalem artichokes. Okay, so we've got the poppies. There's another eggplant. So I weeded out kind of the paths here and put some of the torn up buckwheat around the base of the plants. And here's my my pole beans that are going to go up the sky. And some more sunflowers there. And of course the tomatoes. These are another kind of radish, which I don't know, I just can't seem to get the roots, the bulbs at the bottom to come. So I'll just grow them for the pods, the seed pods. I got some corn salad, some mache, and threw the seeds in there. There's a couple of beets, more arugula and okra. You can see all this buckwheat. I should probably just pick the seeds. I may spend some time doing that. Another eggplant, hot pepper, another eggplant. Okay, I'll come around. You've seen a lot of this before. I've been picking, cutting back the red clover, and I'm just sticking it there for now. Look at all the bees. Well, the bees love this plant. They are all over it. Wow. I'm glad I left them. These are finally like the honeybees. I haven't seen these before. I've seen the big black ones, and now the honeybees are coming. Got bronze fennel in there. Calendula, St. John's wort's growing. More bread seed poppy. And check this out over here. Well, here's some of the hollyhocks are blooming. But these are a particular variety of bread seed poppy. I love those. And that's going to be there. And then all those other little clumps. The Rudbeckia, Black-Eyed Susan, zinnias are growing in here. I cut back some of the pansies. Daylilies. Okay, let's go over to this side here. I haven't actually worked as much on this side. Cornflowers. The nasturtiums and the calendulas are growing. I still have chamomile. I've got horehound in there. Other poppies. Different sunflowers. So all these sunflowers, I didn't put any new seed in here, I don't think. There's all the feverfew blooming, and there's still some valerian and the different, most of the foxglove are kind of bloomed out now, but I'm letting the seeds mature. And there's the angelica and the Japanese angelica, the ashitaba, which does not seem as vigorous as these guys. But this is a perennial, and I'm just gonna let them keep going. I haven't gotten in here to get out the weeds yet. And here's the meadowsweet, about ready to bloom. And let's see, let's go this way. A lot of pokeweed. You can eat it, but I've never, when it's really young in a salad, but I've never done so. Swim the sandal of a feverfew. And that ashitaba's blooming there. I'm still letting these guys just, go to seed here. And then I'll collect some of the seed from this Russian kale. And the mullein is blooming. Let's see, let's show you the mullein. There we go. Oh, let's go from this angle here. There's the mullein. There's the elecampane. I don't know what kind of blooms the elecampane gets. Oh, but you can see how the grass creates that border there, and a lot of what's in there is clover from the lawn. So this is the garden this morning. poured rain the other day. It was absolutely poured, and I was afraid. It was a pretty strong thunderstorm, and I was a little bit concerned we would get hail, but we didn't, which is good. And the back, I'm still trying to figure out the back. The back is a special case because of the very dense shade that kind of stays all the time. But Nettles doesn't seem to mind. So, yeah, nettle seed. And the asparagus is growing. I'll let the bleeding heart spread, and the grape is growing. I'm just letting stuff kind of come up back here. The shiso seems to like it. Motherwort. And here are the fig trees that I did not throw out, even though I thought they might be all the way dead. I still have to put in that Solomon seal. And I still need to figure out something for the spiral bed. I don't know. It's just so shady up here. The leaves are definitely breaking down. I'm just piling up leaves here. I thought, oh yes, I think that this, elder may finally bloom this year. It might just be one bloom, but you know, one bloom is better than none. My golden seal tried to come up and then it died. Got to get out here and get at some of the vining things like the English ivy, and I think this might be like thimbleberry, and get at a bunch of them because they're like getting a little out of hand. But like I say, I should have a party. And here's the black cohosh getting ready to bloom. There's the mayapple. Blue cohosh does not seem to be as vigorous as the black. I have no idea why. Bloodroot. Some of the hostas are starting to bloom, but I think that's it. My cyanotyped Mudra prayer flags are holding up, even in the weather. They're kind of keeping their blue, which I'm pleased. I should go into production mode and sell those, but I have to figure out the imagery. Not everybody may want the mudras and the mudras. So that's about it. I will sign off. Have a good day.